Hey, Commanders, it's your girl, Hannah Bianca Gant, also known as Henny B Speaks. Listen, I have a word to share with you all today. It's been resonating in my spirit, and I don't even know if I have fully unpacked it just yet, but I just want to go ahead and just share some of these highlights. So I'll be reading out of Matthew 25. You know, I like to actually read the Bible. Pick up your physical Bible, pause, and go get it if you got to. So Matthew 25 says, "Then the kingdom of heaven shall be likened to 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom." Verse 2. "Now 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them." Verse 4. "But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps." I think I'm just going to stop there for now. Listen, they were virgins. Now, from the outside looking in, the world would have been like, oh my gosh, y'all are virgins, y'all are keeping yourselves, y'all are doing just right. And what I really got from the scripture just so far is that it's not even necessarily what you do, is in no, let me rephrase that. It's not just how you keep yourself, it's what you do with what you've kept. Okay. So there were 10 virgins. 5 of them were counted as fools, 5 of them were counted as wise. They were all going to the same destination, but how they prepared for the destination is what allowed them to be counted as fools versus wise. Now, you might be going through your life, you and somebody else could be going through the same thing. Y'all went to the same school, came up in the same neighborhood, so on and so forth. And it just looked like, man, they're just excelling. They're just excelling. And I'm here to tell you and to encourage you that if we are not leaning into the oil, what is the oil that we are supposed to bring to the final destination? It's no longer are the days where it's just good enough to come and say, oh, well, I go to church and that's enough, or I'm a good person and that's enough. What has God called you to do? And do you got the oil? Do you have the oil? Did you bring your oil to the destination? Are you prepared? Are you positioned? Have you looked ahead? Have you stewarded the gift? Have you gone the extra mile? Because again, from the outside looking in, the foolish virgins really do look wise. I mean, they kept themselves, they were virgins, they had their lamps. Who would have they didn't think to, and maybe they just didn't want to. I don't know what the reasons were, but they just didn't bring extra oil that was needed for the very thing that they were carrying. So I'm just going to pause it here. And again, want to encourage those of you that you have a gift, you have a call on your life. But sit down with the Lord to figure out, what is this oil that I need to bring? So you have a gift of speaking. What do you need to do to steward this gift? What's the oil that you need to bring? So you have this call in your life to ensure that your children are growing up in the Lord. What's the oil? What's the thing that is needed to take it to the next level? So God gave you this job and you know that you're there for a reason, even though you might not necessarily like being there. Father, show me what's the oil that I need to bring to the workplace. So again, hope this was encouraging to you. And as I unpack the very next verse, I'm telling you, one verse at a time, y'all. As I unpack the next verse, I'll come on here and share that as well. If any of this has been a blessing to you, go ahead and drop some comments below. And if you were interested in connecting with me, check out the description section also to figure out how to connect with me in the future. Until next time, don't forget to command your day.